What are the schemes and grants available for first home buyers? First, we've got the First Homeowners Grant. That's $10,000, but you only get it if you purchase anything that's new. It has to be new. It cannot be an existing house. It cannot be a built house. It has to be really new, brand new. And you get that $10,000 if you purchase something within $600,000. What's another way of getting the grant? What if you're actually buying land and building a house? Yes, you can actually get the First Homeowners Grant, the $10,000, but the land and build value or the land and build price should be within $750,000. The second is the stamp duty exemption. So the stamp duty exemption falls under the FHBAS. So what does that mean? The acronym stands for First Home Buyers Assistance Scheme. So here in New South Wales, if you purchase anything within $650,000, whether it's new or an existing house, then you don't pay stamp duty. Anything between $650,000 to $800,000, there's a concession. So a certain portion of the stamp duty is paid by the government and a certain portion is paid by you. But of course, as the price increases, you've got more share to pay as opposed to the government's share. And then the third is the scheme called First Home Loan Deposit Scheme. So this allows first home buyers to purchase their first home with just a 5% deposit. And you don't pay loan mortgage insurance. So that's the nice thing about the First Home Loan Deposit Scheme. It was introduced by the government during the pandemic, at the height of the pandemic. The First Home Loan Deposit Scheme, we have another video in which we will discuss the First Home Loan Deposit Scheme in detail, FHLDS, because there are 3 schemes under the First Home Loan Deposit Scheme. And then the other one, the fourth one, which a lot of people are not aware of, is the First Home Super Saver Scheme. So if you're finding it difficult to save for the first home deposit, right? The government has introduced this scheme in 2017 in which you're able to do extra salary sacrifice into your super. At that time, the maximum that you can do is $30,000, which is of course $15,000 for 2 years. They've raised that up recently. Can't remember if it's in 2021, but they've raised that up to actually $50,000. So if you do extra salary sacrifice into your super, up to $25,000 per year, in the next 2 years, it can be less than that. It doesn't have to be exact, 25,000 or 50,000 tops. But it cannot exceed $50,000. If you do those extra salary sacrifice, when it's time for you to actually buy a home and you want to buy a home, you can actually pull out that money that you put into your super and then of course use this as a deposit for your first home. And this money that you put into your super, the banks actually consider that as genuine savings. So you don't have to prove genuine savings if you're pulling out money from your super. The only thing we need to do is get that letter of determination from the Australian Tax Office or ATO. And then as soon as we have that, we show that to the bank and then tell the bank that it's going to be your deposit. If you're one of those who actually want to buy your first home and you're actually confused, which most of my first home buyers are, they're quite confused on what schemes and grants they can actually use or qualify for to buy their first home. And it actually can be very, very confusing and very difficult to understand. Even if you actually go through the website, go through each one, we can actually have a chat with us. Give us a call or leave your contact details. You have it on the screen. And then call us and then we'll explain to you. We can do a Zoom call, we can do a face-to-face or a one-on-one, and that's what we do. We actually teach first home buyers and help them get into the property market, because at the end of the day, what we want to see is our happy first home buyers into their homes and being able to pay that loan, hopefully not in 30 years but in less than that, because we'll also teach you how to actually pay your loan faster, and that's our job. And of course, have that home of your dreams, that home for your family, that you know that you will have a roof on your head when the time comes that you retire. And that's something that's very important for most Australians. And we really want to help our first home buyer clients. We hope to hear from you.